Finally, Regis, a prediction. What happened Saturday night?
I'm gonna whoop him.
Fuck Josh Taylor up. Like, I'm gonna beat him up bad, bro. Like, I'm not playing. Like, it's gonna be me and him, and it's not gonna be no fucking boxing match. I'm gonna fuck him up. It's gonna be a fight.
And Josh?
Same thing. I'm gonna whoop his ass. He's not fought anybody. He's not fought anybody that's been in there to win and go in there to hurt him and go in there to rip his belts off him. He's not fought against any real live opponents who's hungry like him and wants more success. So he's in for a hard night on Saturday.
He can't hurt nobody if he can't touch him. Of course people want to hurt me. Of course my fighters want to try to beat me up. They want to. They want to try to hit me, but they can't. Of course you think people they come in there to lose. They don't come in there to lose. They come in to try to beat me up. That's what we signed a contract for. We come in to beat the other person up. But they couldn't. That's the difference.
Padded record against bin men or something like
that. What? I didn't understand what you said.
I know you don't understand. I know you don't understand. Take your glasses off. You're inside, you fucking wanker.
I'll take them off for the face off.
Welcome to Big Faces Worldwide, where we talking nothing but this boxing, man. What's good with your fam? Hey, listen, man, first off, I want to welcome everybody to the channel, and if you're new here, I want you to be here. So think about hitting that subscribe button as we stay knee deep into this boxing conversation, man. Hey, listen, man, we are 2 days away from the big fight going down at the O2 Arena in London between Josh Taylor and Regis Prograis, man. Now, there's a lot on the line for this fight. We got the WBA, the IBF, the Ring Magazine, and also the All Elite Trophy on the line, man. The World Boxing Super Series finale. I can't wait to see it. They had a final press conference this morning, and things got a little heated, man. Josh Taylor, he has been... How could I say? Josh Taylor has been talking a lot of trash, man. He's been trying to antagonize and get into Regis Prograis' head. He's been talking a lot of shit, you know, basically. He's been talking a lot of shit. You know, he's real confident, man. I think he was trying to size Regis Prograis up. You know, you seen it at the beginning of the video where after they did the face-off, he kind of grabbed the belt and like shook him. You know what I'm saying? Trying to size him up, man. Trying to intimidate him, man. You know, I don't expect Regis Prograis to turn around and punch him in the mouth and risk the fight being over. But I do expect Regis Prograis to grab him up, to yoke him up, to do something in retaliation, man. Don't just let this guy just grab all on you and pull all on you and things like that there, man. It's been rumored that Josh Taylor said that they was at another meeting where he put the Rougarou in a headlock or something, man. You know what I mean? So this guy is just, I don't know if he's trying to bully Regis Prograis or what, man. But he's definitely trying to size him up, man. Regis Prograis, he needs to answer. You know, he needs to answer Saturday night inside that square circle, man. Now, I am 98% sure that Regis Prograis will go in there and beat the snot out of Josh Taylor, man. But I got that 2%, man. That 2% is because of, you know, Regis Prograis' actions. We have heard Regis Prograis, when this fight was first announced, man, Regis Prograis was talking real aggressive. You know, he was talking about beating Josh Taylor up, how, you know, this is going to be a fight and things like that there, man. Well, you know, I'm going to just let you guys listen to exactly how Regis Prograis was talking, you know, just a couple months ago. Take a listen.
All these Scots, they gonna fucking swallow their words, because I'm gonna fuck Josh Taylor up. Like, I'm gonna beat him up bad, bro. Like, I'm not playing. Like, it's just, like, every time I get on and somebody calling me, they say I'm ducking Josh Taylor, and I'm fucking, I'm a pussy, I'm a bitch. Alright, so I sit back and, like, you know, I couldn't say anything for a while, but now I can say stuff, and the fight is officially on, and he's gonna pay for all that shit. See,
now, as you can see, the Rougarou was on 10. You know what I'm saying? He was on 10, talking about what he gonna do to Josh Taylor, how he gonna beat him up, and, you know, things like that there, man. But as we got closer to the bout, as him and Josh Taylor has come face to face numerous times, it kind of seems like the Rougarou has, you know, changed up his energy a little bit now. When he's asked about, you know, how the fight's going to go, this is what the Rougarou has to say now.
He's taller, he's longer, and like I've been saying, you know, even if he is taller, that's a fact. He is longer than me, that's a fact. Does he hit harder? Okay, maybe not. Is he faster? Okay, maybe not. Does he have a better chin? Maybe not. But
now this is totally different, man. Totally different energy from the first video I showed you, man. I don't know if he just, you know, was hyped up that day, that he was talking real aggressive and just calmed down and, you know, want to show his skills up in the ring, you know what I'm saying? Or meeting Josh Taylor in person, you know, having to size him up and spending time around him, man, and you know, look into your opponent's eyes, man. Do we feel differently? You understand what I'm saying? But I'm in favor of Regis Prograis. I think Regis Prograis will go in there and get the job done. Now at the face-off, you know, we seen how much bigger Josh Taylor is than the Rougarou, man. But one thing that the Rougarou said is that, you know, he's a little guy, he's a short guy, man, and he said that, you know, mostly all of his opponents that he has faced has been bigger than him. You know what I'm saying? So he's saying the tell of the tape really does not mean anything, man. He said that, you know, it all depends on your skill, your heart, and your determination, man. And he says that he got the total package to go in there and beat the snot down Josh Taylor's leg, man. Now Josh Taylor can fight. Josh Taylor is a guy who goes in there and, you know, he wants to be aggressive. You know what I'm saying? He got good lateral movement. He can fight off the back foot. He can fight on the front foot. He can move laterally. You know what I'm saying? He can hit you in the head. He likes to go down to the body. He likes to go in the inside. Josh Taylor has many facets to his boxing game. You know, the same with the Rougarou. The Rougarou, you know what I'm saying? I've seen him, you know, bang inside. I've seen him work off the jab. You know what I'm saying? I've seen him work a little bit off the back foot. But for the most part, I've seen him be aggressive. You know what I'm saying? I've seen him be aggressive for the most part. And I think both of these guys are going to have to show multi-facets of their game in this fight, man. You know, when I look at, you know, Josh Taylor and I take a look at his previous fights, and I've noticed that, you know, I know it's been said through the build-up of this fight that he gets hit a lot. You know what I'm saying? I look back at the fight between Taylor and Victor Postal. You know, that's when, you know, the world over here in the States really, you know what I'm saying, we really started to take notice to this guy, Josh Taylor, man. In that fight with Victor Postal, it was a very, very tough fight, a very close fight, far as I'm concerned. I actually had Victor Postal, I thought he was ahead. The first half of the fight, I thought Victor Postal was putting them hands all on Josh Taylor. You know what I'm saying? And I think that Victor Postal, he ran out of gas a little bit. In the second half of that fight, Josh Taylor, you know, being a younger guy and, you know, he seemed to be fresher, more conditioned, he was able to exploit Victor Postal's stamina, man. And that's where he, you know, he kind of made it ugly, kind of made it a dog fight in the second half of that fight. And that's where he took over, man, and was able to get that victory, man. But in that fight, you know what I'm saying, I noticed that he was taking a lot of shots. The fight with Ivan Baranchyk, although, you know, Taylor won that fight, I do think the scorecards were a little bit wide for my liking. I thought Baranchyk, you know, did a good job, you know what I'm saying, good job at representing himself. Although I did have Taylor winning convincingly, I thought Ivan Baranchyk fought a hell of a fight and he tested Josh Taylor. I seen that he buzzed Josh Taylor a couple times in that fight. Same thing with Victor Postal. I've seen Josh Taylor buzzed, you know what I mean. I thought that Baranchyk put that pressure on Taylor, and I say the championship rounds, I don't know if fatigue played a factor, but I seen, from my observation, it looked like Josh Taylor didn't want to be in there anymore. You know, I don't know if it was because he knew he was ahead on the scorecards and wanted to coast to the victory, but you know, those last couple rounds, 10, 11, 12, Taylor didn't seem like he wanted to be there, man. You know what I'm saying? He was doing a lot of movement, and it actually looked like he was running at times away from Baranchik. You know what I'm saying? He was having his hands down. You know, just his body language, man. His body language told me that, you know, if it gets real hot in that kitchen, Josh Taylor might want to jump out the kitchen window. You know what I'm saying? He might want to jump out the kitchen window, man. And one thing about the Rougarou, man, you know, I've always seen him be aggressive, and I always seen him turn up the heat as the fight goes on. You know what I mean? He's going to go in there looking to punish Josh Taylor. But there's one thing that I could say about the Rougarou and some of his past fights is that he get hit also. You know what I'm saying? He gets hit also. I've seen him get hit, especially, you know, Terry Flanagan had success against the Rougarou. Sometimes when, you know, he throws his combinations, he does not get off the line. He does not get out the way, and therefore he's susceptible to a counter. You know, Flanagan did it to him. Reddick did it to him. You know, and a couple other opponents was able to counter Regis Prograis for not getting out the way after he throws his punches, man. So if he got to, you know, step to the side after he throws punches, because a guy like Josh Taylor is going to take advantage of that. He's going to exploit that, and you know, hopefully the Rougarou is able to you know, correct that in his training camp. I've been watching videos of him training, man. It seemed like he is very dedicated, working very hard, and he really wants to win this fight, man. I was watching how, you know, he's been in London for 3 weeks, and I was watching how the UK fans have taken to him, man. It seems like they have warmed up to Regis Prograis, man. You know what I mean? Now, Josh Taylor is from the UK, but he is not from England. You know what I'm saying? So he's not necessarily the hometown kid. You know what I'm saying? Yes, it's in his you know, region, but, you know, he's not in his hometown. And with Regis Prograis over there, he's doing a lot of press. He's getting out and about. He's you know, sightseeing. He's meeting a lot of people. I think he have gained a lot of the UK fans. Now, I'm sure the trip from Scotland to England is not that far, and I'm sure Josh Taylor will have more fans than Regis Prograis, but I wouldn't be surprised if a lot of that crowd was rooting for Regis Prograis, man. I'm really excited about this fight, man. I want to see these guys go at it. I want to see these guys go mano a mano, blow for blow, toe to toe in the center of the ring, man. 2019 it's turning out to be a good year of boxing, fam. You know what I'm saying? We are getting these unification fights, man. We are getting the best fight and the best. You know, we had the Ramirez Hooker. We had Porter Spence. We had Better Beef Voistick. And now we got Prograis and Taylor, man. I may have forgotten some, man, but that's four unification matches in the second half of 2019, man. That's unheard of in the past couple years, man. So I'm real excited about boxing, man. I know a lot of people are upset with the boxing now, and I'm gonna save that for another video. But yeah, man, I'm looking forward to this fight. I do have Regis Prograis winning this fight. I think that, you know, he has the probability to stop Taylor. He has a probability to stop him late. You know what I mean? If Taylor cannot stand the heat in the kitchen, man. But I do think he's going to beat Taylor up. I do think it's going to be a rough, competitive fight early on. You know what I'm saying? But I do think the Rougarou will start his power. His power will be the difference maker in this fight, man. I think, you know, as often as Josh Taylor gets hit, I think over the course of the fight, Regis Prograis will tend to break him down round by round, and we may just get a late stoppage. Or I got the Rougarou by unanimous decision. You know what I mean? I know that, you know, both of these fighters are highly skilled. I know both of these guys are ready to fight. They're in shape. Both of them are confident, and that's the type of fight that we want to see, man. But listen, man, I appreciate y'all tuning in. If you want to catch me on social media, like Twitter, Instagram, hit me up, man, at Big Faces Worldwide, all one word. But in the meantime and in between time, stay blessed and keep on supporting this sport that we love, called boxing. Peace. I holla back. Because the hand my dancer coming and ask my name and the time of the deep.